I'm Dr. Horn, and I'm going to be your English teacher for this class, this semester, this term. I just wanted to send a quick video out to let you know that I was offered this class just a few days ago, and um, I need to develop it. So I want to spend some time working on the class, making sure that the work folders are new and are appropriate for the level of writing that we're at. So I'm going to be designing the class as we go. I simply haven't had enough time to get it all ready for you right off the bat. Uh, just so you know, there are going to be 8 work folders in the class. As you log in and get to the online version of the class, you're going to find introductory material, my contact information, the syllabus, things like that. But you can look through that, especially the videos that talk about the policies and this video. But the real class is in those work folders, and there are 8 of them. And eventually, as I prepare this class, unfortunately for you all, for the next time through, for the next classes I have, once the class is developed, those work folders will be open, and all of them at once, and the student can go in there and kind of work ahead. I know that's helpful. I want to do that for you all as well too. If I can get those work folders developed early, I can put them up there and you can just do them. So, eventually your job is to log into the class twice a week, spend significant, meaningful time online, either looking through the materials or actually doing work in the class. I know you can do work on the class and not be necessarily logged into the class, but you do need to be checking in. You need to be logging in at least twice a week and reading and working through the to-do list. And go to the work folder 1. Your job is to get work folder 1 done. Now, everything in that work folder is going to be due at the due date that's in the title of the work folder. So when you see the work folder, you're going to see work folder 1, and then in parentheses it's going to say due, all due by 11:59 p.m. The end of that day of whatever day's listed, and that's when everything in the folder is done. I don't want you all cramming the work. I don't want you to try to get it all done 2 days before it's due. But if I just have that one general due date, it makes it simpler for me to design the folder, and also for you to just stay on track. I see no need to have every assignment have a slightly different due date. Okay, just get that whole work folder done as soon as you can, and try not to go later than the due date, because the next one has its own due date. And I try to evenly distribute the work so that there's not ever one point in the class where all of a sudden you have all this work. I try to make every work week kind of the same in terms of the time it's going to require from you and the work. So I highly recommend you follow those deadlines. Those due dates, they're always going to be one due date per work folder. It's going to include everything in the folder. It's going to be up in the title of the work folder. But because I'm developing the class, you might log in and see only one work folder. The second one's coming, the third one's coming. I'm just having to design it as I go, because this class was just recently offered to me, and it's something that I either need to revise, or it's a brand new class and I need to build it from scratch. So I'm an adjunct professor, which means that I'm not full-time at any one college. I work for 3 or 4 colleges at a time, and that's the only way I can afford enough. I can make a living. So I'm spread thin, and I'm trying to do 5 or 6 things at once, because I also work for a couple nonprofits, and I have to travel a little bit. I have to recruit for them. I have to design stuff for them, and those aren't even the public colleges and universities that I usually work for as an adjunct. So when it comes time to do my taxes, I have like 6 or 7, W-2 forms or 1099 forms. Well, the point is, I'm busy. You're busy. I'm going to be lenient with you on the due dates. If ever you need a couple extra days, that's no problem at all. Just don't let the work accumulate, okay? Because for the vast majority of us, we're trying to do our best, and we're really not slackers. But life is busy and stuff happens, and if you're late a day or 2 or 3, I'm not even going to take off. Just send in your work. I'm going to grade it. Okay. But if you're going to be late, you know, like a week or longer, then the work accumulates. You know what I mean? And then you have a work folder where it's like double the load because you're trying to catch up with the last one and do this one. So please be careful about that. But honestly, if you have a medical emergency or a family emergency, you do what you have to do. And I'm on your side. I'm here to help you have a great experience here at college and a great semester. I want you to know that you have my full support as you're trying to live life and earn a degree. So just let me know why. And, very often I'll be like, hey, get it in when you can. I'll grade it without penalty. Now, if I never hear from you and you haven't turned in anything by week 4 or week 5, you're not going to get a very good grade in the class. So please do turn in your work and try to turn them in according to the due dates. I'm going to be completely supportive and understanding if you have to fudge with the dates a little bit because of life, and a surprise event that you have to take care of that might make you a couple days late or even a week late with something. But try to stay on track with things. And so the work folders are the main thing of the class. Get in there, do all 8, perfect. Because I'm either deeply revising the class right now or building it from scratch. Unfortunately, you're probably not going to be able to see all the work folders there and open for you. Maybe just 1 or 2, but the next one's coming. Just be patient. And thank you, by the way, for your patience.